Welcome back to the Friday Show. I'm Scott Jagow along with Ray Paulick. It's Friday, March 6th. On today's show, we'll be talking some Breeders' Cup and potential win for horse players. But first, let's talk about the weekend coming up. 3 Kentucky Derby preps and the Santa Anita Handicap featuring Shared Belief. He's a heavy favorite in this field, Ray, but it doesn't look that way when it comes to the weights. He's only getting 125 pounds. That doesn't seem like a lot. Is this a case of the racing secretary being afraid to give him too much weight or he won't run?
Well, that's what I thought initially, but then I realized that some years ago, the Thoroughbred owners of California lobbied to put a maximum weight, a cap, if you will, on handicap races like the big cap. So according to the conditions, no horse can carry more than 126 pounds. What this does, unfortunately, is it really kind of takes away the ability to compare big cap winners over the different eras. John Henry carried 130 pounds, so does Spectacular Bid. And with a cap at 126, I think it kind of cheapens the race a little bit.
Well, it also seems to defeat the purpose of having a handicap. The whole idea behind it, isn't it, to drive betting interest on all the horses. So theoretically, they would finish at the exact same time, so people will bet on all the horses in the race. It's kind of like what Las Vegas does with its betting lines, where the New England Patriots are favored by 10 points over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because nobody's going to bet that as a pick'em game, so the Patriots have to win by 10. But there's two different interests here. There's the owners who get the trophy and the bettors. Is this the case of the owners getting the priority?
Well, I think so in a way, because in horse racing, you only have one outcome. It's whoever wins the race. In football or other sports where there's gambling, you have the winner of the game, and then you have the winner of the bet. They're two different entities. You can win the game and lose the bet. So the only way that I could see horse racing moving in that direction is, instead of weighting horses like this race, weight them with lengths. Make Shared Belief a 2-length winner. He has to win by at least 2 lengths before anybody can cash a bet on him to win. The owners would still get the trophy, they get the money for the race, but the bettors wouldn't get to cash unless he won by at least 2 lengths. You think they'll go for that, won't they?
Oh yeah, probably it'll pass tomorrow in this business. No problem.
Well, my hashtag of the week, obviously, is BC15. Tickets went on sale on Wednesday. I was poised at my computer, finger on the mouse, ready to click to buy tickets right at 12 o'clock when they went on sale. I never got into the section where I could buy tickets. The demand was so much. So I got shut out. There are plenty of scalpers got them, and they're on sale now for 3 and 4 times face value. But it was a very tough ticket.
Now, Ray, let's remember that you were the one that wanted to have the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland. So are you saying you're reversing course here?
I am not reversing course. I still think it's a great idea. I think there's a lot of reasons Keeneland is going to do a fine job. This was not Keeneland's fault. This was the fault of the vendor. They just wasn't prepared for the onslaught of people who wanted tickets. The demand was higher than they expected.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people upset about this, that they're not going to be able to go to the Breeders' Cup like they usually do. And I think Keeneland is a great location. And not everyone can go to the Super Bowl either. But I do believe that the debate might start once again about having a permanent location for the Breeders' Cup. Don't you think?
Well, they came very close a few years ago to naming Santa Anita a permanent site. I think a committee approved it at the Breeders' Cup, but when push came to shove, they decided not to. They gave Santa Anita 3 years in a row. But there's also talk of building their own racetrack in Las Vegas, of all places. Have a racetrack in Vegas. It's only used for the Breeders' Cup, maybe a prep weekend or something like that. Great weather, neutral site, town that's a lot of fun where you can gamble and do all sorts of stuff. So Vegas is not the worst idea that I've heard.
Ray, we got an email from the NTRA this week, which has been pushing for changes to withholding taxes on certain wagers. And get this, the IRS and the Treasury Department may actually be listening. They're going to be holding some hearings. And this affects horse players who play exotic wagers. Right now, when you place a $1 bet, a $2 bet, that's what the government looks at in terms of the taxation if you win the bet, not the $200, $400, $600 you put in total. So this could be good news for horse players.
That's something people have wanted to see change for a long time. Hey, it's not too late to sign up for the Derby Dollars contest sponsored by West Point Thoroughbreds and 123bet.com. Go to derbydollarscontest.com, sign up. It's free, easy to play, and all you have to do is pick the winners of the Triple Crown prep races on the road to Louisville. And that's it for this week. We'll see you next week on The Friday Show.